Hey everyone, welcome back. So in the past I've done very expensive weather stations that require extensive setup, possibly even a place on your roof to put the sensor. This one, nothing like that. This is an affordable, easy to use system that anybody could use. This is a SMARTRO SC91 wireless weather station. Alright everybody, welcome back. So as I said in the intro, this is an affordable system that also doubles as an alarm clock and does have that projection feature on it. We'll demo that in a second. And I thought it was kind of neat because I've done so many expensive weather stations in the past, and one of which I use on my house every day. That's this guy here, the Accurite, and it has two monitors, one inside and one out. And I figured it was time to do one that's a little more affordable and also a lot more convenient for, say, someone living in an apartment. If you live on the 4th floor of an apartment building, you can't put a huge, wind sensor out there and all that, but you can put something like this outside of your door. And this is the wireless sensor for this. It's that simple. You simply put a nail up, hang it up on there, and it also will read the temperature back, and that red LED will flash every time it sends a signal to that. You get up to about 200 feet with it, so really cool idea. You also have the alarm clock feature. Now right now this is in learning mode, the forecast section here. I'm going to bring that a little closer to you. That's why it's flashing, but within a day or two that will learn the weather and how it's going to be. It does show as sunny, which is predicted for tomorrow. It does show cloudy. We are supposed to have clouds, so maybe it's actually working already. I don't know. It seems to be working pretty well. One thing I did notice, we know that the sensor is right in here, obviously, is that the sensor and the indoor sensor on this are a little bit different. It's a little bit lower. So that could possibly be due to a lot of things. That could be due to where the sensor is in this and that. But it's not a ton. It's not like it's 10 or 20 degrees. It's a few degrees. That one's saying 77.1. That's saying 76.8. Not horrible. And the humidity's dead on. So not really a horrible thing. Anyway, one of the things I like about it is that it's compact. It's not a big, huge thing. If you want to use this, it's what, 6.6 inches by 3.9 inches. It's not a heavy thing to have. It does have this feature, that LED there, that will shine up on the ceiling. Like I said, we'll show you that in a second. So if you use this as an alarm clock and you're lying in bed, you'll know the time and the weather before you even get up. And knowing the weather is really, really important, especially this forecast feature. That's why I chose this one. Because yes, it's a rudimentary system that they use with gathered data to forecast the weather. It's not going to be perfect, but it will give you a heads up. And probably one of the biggest disasters most of us have to face in our lives are bad storms, hurricanes, things like that, tornadoes, things that, are just regular everyday events. So something like this can definitely give you a good idea of what's going on when it's going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the lights, and I'm going to show you how that works, and then I'll give you some stats on it and how you can pick one up. There you go. And you'll see the temperature switch from in to out. So it's kind of like a little morning briefing before you even get up out of bed. That's kind of cool. And it does seem to work very well. I do have the one garage light on here, as you can tell on this side of the camera. It's still light, so you can see, even in light, you can see that. That's pretty cool. It actually works better than a lot of other things that I've seen in the past. So when you wake up, you know right away, is it going to be super hot out? Is it going to be nasty out? Maybe the humidity's high, whatever. You'll be able to see that. So I think that is really, really cool. All right, let's get it back on the table and I'll give you some statistics on the whole thing and how much it costs and where you can pick it up. All right, so I got the temperature sensor outside now. I just put it over on the side of the house. I don't even know if it's going to be able to pick it up, but I want to try out the distance and see. We'll see if that changes. If not, I can move it. It's kind of around a lot of metal. You have time and temperature projection on this, which I showed you. You can move that 180 degrees any way you want. So if you want it behind you, in front of you, or directly up top, no problem. You got an indoor and outdoor thermometer gauge, and humidity monitor. And that is really cool. The humidity is definitely handy. Out here our humidity is put pretty low, and it's nice to know if it's high or low that day, because sometimes it gets high, and that can tell you you're going to get rain. You also have the forecast here. Now, to turn the, if this is too bright for you at night, say, to turn that down, you will hit the set button here. See, it's a little dimmer, and completely off. We're back on to high. If you hold that set button here, you can set your time and everything. You see I have it set for today, Friday the 5th. Your outdoor and indoor are set here, and that's your forecast. Over here you got minimums and maximums, so you can check the minimums and maximum temperatures of the day that far. And all in all, it's a pretty neat system. I like the fact that you can have the alarm clock as well. This is handy for by your bed. Even if you have a higher end kind of weather system, something like this can let you know if things are really, really hot outside, really, really bad weather moving in, whatever. Right when you wake up, you literally roll over and see it. Or you look up on the wall and see the temperature and the time and all that. It also has mold alerts on there and mold risk displays. If you'll notice on the bottom it's saying 19% mold risk. I'm not really sure on that. I'm going to have to read up on that a little bit. Kind of a neat feature. Not really necessary in a weather station, but it's nice to know. I do like the coloring of it. It stands out. And you always know this yellow or orange or whatever color you see it is going to be your outdoor, and the blue is always going to be the indoor. You also have a barometric pressure trending, so you can tell how the barometer is doing and the trending, whether it's up or down. And you also have a humidity gauge on the outdoor thermometer as well to let you know what it's like outside. Now, one of the cool things is you can connect up to 3 wireless remote sensors for 3 different channels. So if you have one of these and you want to use 3 different channels, you can go on the back here and switch the channel from whatever channel you want to 1, 2, or 3. So if you have one of them in front, all right, in the front of your house, and you want to see what the temperature is, you switch it to 1. You have one on the side, you want to see what it's like, switch it to 2. Now, yeah, okay, it's probably all going to be the same thing, or darn close. But at least it's nice to know. Nice to know. Out here, seriously, 2 blocks down the street, it could be pouring rain, and here it could be bone dry and hot. So it is kind of a cool feature. But you can hook up 3 of them. So all in all, I like it for a small, affordable weather station and alarm clock. I'm not entirely sure I'd use it as an alarm clock. It'll probably just be a little extra weather station that I use, that I set up somewhere. So I'm very happy with it so far. I've been using it for a couple days out here, and I had the sensor on the side of the house over this way. I now put it back over that way in our screened-in patio. I haven't used that for a set for videos in ages. I think the last time I used that was I was making char cloth out there. But that's kind of our screened-in little patio area. It'll let me kind of know what the weather is outside without it being direct sunlight, because in the back of the house in the morning we get direct sunlight. You do get a little booklet there, loads of information in it. It's really simple to set up though. Nothing difficult or complicated. It does have a backup battery. It's a 2032, little 2032 button cell battery. So you just unscrew that. When this comes new, you'll have a little piece of plastic there that you have to pull out, a little tab. I don't see it here anymore, I'd show you, but you know what they look like. You can have the alarm on or off. I'm going to turn it off. You can turn the projection off if you don't like it. You can hit that there, and alarm 1 or 2 can be on or off. So I'm going to turn them off because I'm not really using this as an alarm clock. But I'm pretty darn pleased with it so far. Definitely a cool little thing, and it's affordable. $37.99, way better than the $200 and $300 systems that are out there. Even the ones that I use that are in the $150 range, way more affordable. And for an apartment dweller, something like that, super easy. Just right there, ready to go. You don't have to worry about anything. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. I will put a link down below into my Amazon affiliate store. If you're interested in checking it out, check that out. I will also have my Amazon affiliate store link down below, so if you just want to shop some of the other items I reviewed, you can check it out there. I really appreciate you folks doing that. Don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link as well. Everything's coming back into stock with Thrive Life, and I've shown people. I recently did a burrito video where I made a burrito out of it. The stuff is amazing. You would never believe freeze-dried food was so good. Honestly, I know I sell it, and I know I'm giving you a sales pitch, but really, even if you just buy 1 can and try it, you'll be hooked. You'll understand what I mean. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.